Yes. So let's feel the difference. Like I said, let us answer a few important, interesting questions. I'm sure everybody's seen a red color box on the sides of a road.
Yes.
Which is 440 volts danger. अब मेरे को ये बात समझ नहीं आती, अगर ये genuinely इतना dangerous box है तो उसे रास्ते पे क्यों रखा हुआ है? Why does it need to be there if at all it is so dangerous? And why is it so dangerous? We'll try and answer that question today. All right. Next, yeah, have you heard the term, phrase that we very commonly use in India? Fuse उड़ गया.
Yes.
उड़ता
Yes.
है ना? Fuse उड़ता तो नहीं है. It's not a word for sure. So exactly होता क्या है when we say fuse उड़ गया is what we need to try and understand. And I'm not really sure how many of you all already know this, but let's have a common understanding. Yeah. Acha, what do you mean by the common term that's used everywhere? Short circuit. होता क्या है short circuit? क्यों होता है? Fine. How does it really happen? Again, we'll try and check that out. Then, अच्छा, आपने सबने 3-pin plugs देखे होंगे. उसमें जो ऊपर वाला प्लग होता है, जो पिन होता है, it's slightly longer and thicker than the other one.
Yes.
Ever wondered why is that so? मतलब is it not strange कि 3 pins है, उसमें से एक ही मोटा और लंबा है? There must be some reason behind it, isn't it? There is for sure.
Yes, I know.
So we'll try and answer that question as well. Yes. Then we have appliances switching on at the same time. There's something called as overloading. I'm not really sure if you've experienced that. Because Bombay mein normally we do not have this problem of overloading. We have this problem of overloading when we go to a village. When you switch on all the appliances in your house, गांव में जाकर अगर आपने आपके घर पे जितने भी appliances है, अगर वो सारे एक साथ ऑन कर दिए, there is a very high percentage chance कि हमारे घर का जो पूरा electrical circuit है, entire circuit gets damaged. There is a very high percentage chance of that happening. So we'll try and understand what do you mean by overloading and what precautions do we need to take. All right. Acha, Neil has not connected to the audio. I'm not really sure. If anybody knows Neil, can you just buzz him up? Can you just give him a call and tell him to connect the audio? Because I'm not sure if he's able to hear us. He's only able to see me right now. He's not able to hear me at all. So if anybody knows Neil, fine, please give him a call. Thank you so much, Bansari ma'am. Okay. So, chalo, let's go to the next question. What else do we have? Acha, rubber slippers pehante. A lot of people wear rubber slippers in the house. Now, why should you wear that? No. Normally, don't take me wrong, but people have a mindset that it's style. That if you're rich, you should wear rubber slippers in the house. Fine, don't mind me. This is how people usually think. Most of us don't really know the importance of wearing a rubber slipper in the house. So we'll try and find that out as well. Right. So these are the questions that we'll try and answer today. Right. Let us start with fuse ud gaya is what? What do you exactly mean by the term fuse ud gaya? ठीक है, उससे पहले physics है, science है, तो by default हमें definitions learn करने पड़ेंगे. So now guys, I'm going to give you this definition. Fine. This is the definition on your screen for an electric fuse. I want you to learn this definition and let us see how many of you can learn it in next 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, gone. Okay. Now let us see how many of you will remember the definition. Now how will we see that? You need to tell me on the chat box if you remember the definition. You simply have to type the word YO, yo. So if you remember, say YO, yo on the chat box. I'm going to ask you, जितने लोग yo बोलेंगे मैं सबसे पूछ सकता हूँ. Yes, Parth Nima, Parth Mehta, Ronald Mohite. अभी 8C27 Rom Shah. ये ऐसा किसका नाम होता है यार? 8C27 Rom Shah. Please rename yourself now. Hi Tejas, okay, super. Tejas, OY का मतलब समझ नहीं आया. YO तक तो ठीक था. What is OY? Okay, Sneha and Jeet. Chalo, let us start then with Mr. Parth Nima. Acha, OY is don't know. Superb. ठीक है, so Mr. Parth Nima से शुरू करते हैं. Hi Parth, Would you like to unmute yourself and talk?
Yes, sir.
Go ahead.
Sir, electric fuse is a device which is used to limit the current, and it is used to protect the circuits from overloading.
क्या बात है, right? So did you answer really from the definition that's there on the screen, or did you make a definition by yourself?
By myself.
Exactly, my dear friends, everybody out here, please understand this very important fact. A definition has to be word to word, is what your school teachers have always been insisting on. And trust me, it has to be word to word. You cannot change the definition until and unless, of course, the meaning remains the same, right? Which is always a very thin line to walk. So always be very careful. Always ध्यान रखना कि आप इन definitions को word to word learn करें. Word to word learn करने में सबसे बड़ा problem है ना, most of us I'm sure face this problem here. सर रट्टा नहीं मार सकते, हमको रट्टा मारना नहीं आता, हमें नहीं पसंद रट्टा मारना. I completely agree with you. And physics or science in general is something that you have to love and enjoy. Fine, रट्टा मारने से the fun of it is finished, right? So therefore, okay, Bansiri ma'am, no problem. Fine, y'all keep tracking if y'all can, है ना? So guys, so now what I was trying to say is, how do you remember a definition? I'll just give you a small trick out here. Now this is a very small definition, so it's pretty easy to remember this one, but you can use this trick for all the other definitions. What do you do is, in a definition, जो भी definition आपको learn करना है, whichever definition that you need to learn, in that definition, try and find out a word that you think is important. For example, for me over here, I guess this word protects is very important, right? So I repeat, अगर कोई definition learn करना है, so try and find out the word that we need to learn in that definition. Also, along with that word, are there any more words? So for example, fuse protects is a very important word, I guess. Stopping is another very important word. And excess current is a very important word. मेरे हिसाब से ये तीन words बहुत important है. Fine. It can vary with all of us. हम सबको important words अलग अलग लग सकते हैं. Now that is the trick. You need to identify your key word. Now when I say your keyword, I am really wanting you to understand कि physics में जब आप कोई आंसर लिखते हो तो keywords क्या होता है? Definition, laws के नाम, terminologies जो objects उसमें use किए जा रहे हैं उसके नाम, chemistry में अगर आप कर रहे हो तो reaction का नाम, so these are some terms that we all need to understand, we have to remember. So for me over here, ये तीन important words है: protects, stopping, excess current. अब मैं कैसे लर्न करता हूं? I'll just give you an idea. Electric fuse क्या करता है? Answer my question on the chat box, quick fast. I am asking a very simple question. What does an electric fuse? Answer in one word. What does an electric fuse do? Answer in one word. Perfect. It protects. The first most important word is it protects, right? So that's what you have to remember. Guys, try and understand. मैं ये definition learn नहीं करवा रहा हूँ. सिर्फ एक definition learn करवाऊंगा तो आपको फायदा नहीं होने वाला. You have to learn the trick that I'm trying to give you, right? So first word, fuse protects. अच्छा, what does it protect? Next answer on the chat box, फटाफट fast. What does a fuse protect? किसको protect करता है? No Parin, it does not protect the flow of current. That's absolutely correct. It protects circuits and appliances. It protects circuits and appliances. It protects circuits and appliances. Perfect. From what does it protect? From what does it protect? किससे बचाता है? Absolutely correct. Excess current से. विराट, excess current से बेटा, short circuit से नहीं. वो definition में word ही नहीं है. If you realize, मैं जितने भी आपसे questions पूछ रहा हूं वो सारे words definitions में है. मैं जो भी आप लोगों से questions पूछ रहा हूं guys, all those words are there in the definition. The answer is excess current. That's perfectly correct. Yes, superb. Yes, Fatima, excess का spelling mistake है बेटा. Excess current है, access नहीं है. Okay, cool. ठीक है. So now तेजस बोरकर ते नाही आहे बेटा, हा वर्डच नाही आपल्या डेफिनेशन मध्ये कुठेही. ओके, Guys, there are some people out here who've not yet renamed themselves. Can you please do that, guys? Can you please rename yourselves? Right? We have some people out here. Mr. Neil. Mr. Neil. Okay. No problem. That's okay. Absolutely fine, Bansari madam. Dimple ma'am, what exactly do you need from me? आपको मुझसे क्या हेल्प चाहिए डिम्पल मैडम? ठीक है, चलो I and Dimple ma'am will try and talk on the chat box. You all don't have to worry. Let us continue further. ठीक है, so हम बात क्या कर रहे थे? मैं बात कर रहा था important keywords की. I asked you 3 questions. First question I asked you, what does a fuse do? So the answer was protects. Second, what does it protect? Circuits and appliances. Third, from what does it protect? From excess current, right? So those are my 3 keywords. I repeat, those are my 3 keywords, guys. The 3 keywords that I marked for you earlier, was protects, stopping, and excess current, right? So what does a fuse do? It protects. Whom does it protect? Circuits and appliances. From what does it protect? Excess current. So आपको करना क्या है? Let's understand all of you all. I repeat, I am not teaching you this definition. I am not making you learn only this definition. I am making you understand how to learn the definitions. Look out for keywords. Second, make small questions in your head, like one word questions or one line questions in your head. When you put all of that together, that should make the definition. Does that help? So always look out for keywords first thing. Once you get the right keyword, then try and frame a question around that keyword. Are we good with that? Are we all understanding all of it? Yes. Okay, super. So now here on your screen, my dear friends, on your screen we have a fuse. This is what a fuse looks like. Fine, I'm not really sure. Most of us must have not seen what a fuse looks like. Therefore, in every lecture, every concept, you will have the picture on your screen. So this, my dear friends, is how a fuse looks like. Okay. Now the body of this fuse, what is the fuse made up of? It is made up of porcelain. On the chat box, let us see who can tell me porcelain से और क्या बनता है जो हमारे घर में रोज यूज होता है. Just a couple of minutes before, आज ही सुबह आपने वो चीज यूज की होगी. पोर्सिलेन से क्या बनता है जो हमारे घर में यूज होता है? Superb. Everybody superb answers. Spoons, I'm not sure. What type of utensils, Atharva? What type of utensils? Yes, Dhara, that's correct. Yes, Sara, that's right. Sara Dhara. Radhesh, that's correct. Yes, अरे कितने सारे आंसर्स आ रहे हैं. Oh my God, Siddhi, that's correct. Yes, guys. What is porcelain? Porcelain is हमारे घर पे जो चाय का कप जिस मटेरियल से बनता है, that, my dear friends, is porcelain. It's also called china clay. Porcelain, my dear friends, is also called as china clay, and that is also used in making a wash basin. Except if you have those कांच का wash basins, most of us have those old white color के wash basins which are made up of a material called porcelain. क्या बात है? Yes, Manthan, that's correct. Laboratory equipment is also made up of porcelain. That's absolutely correct. Superb. Right? Some of it, not all of it. Right? Yes. So what is porcelain, my dear friends? Porcelain is china clay, जिसे हम common language में बहुत बार कांच बोलते हैं, कांच. Right? So yes, what exactly is porcelain's special property that we use it for? कुछ तो reason होगा ना porcelain use कर रहे fuse बनाने में. Porcelain is a very unique material. It's a good conductor of heat, but it's a bad conductor of electricity. I repeat, it's a good conductor of heat, but a bad conductor of electricity. So उसमें से current pass नहीं होने वाला भाई. गर्म हो जाएगा. It will get heated, but it will not allow current to pass through it. Right? So that's the reason why we use porcelain. Secret है किसी को बताना मत. Guys, there's a small secret I'm telling you. Don't tell anybody, okay? There's one more material which is used to make fuse, and that is mica. It's called mica, M-I-C-A. So fuse is also made up of another material called mica. कोणाला सांगायचं नाही हं. हे बघा इकडे मी लिहिलंय त्याचा स्पेलिंग MICA. કોઈને જ કહેવાનું નહીં. માઇકા પણ યુઝ થાય છે ફ્યુઝ બનાવવા માટે. Now tell me what special property must mica be having? Mica is a material. तो mica के पास क्या special property होगा? That's right, तनिष, superb answer. फटाक से आंसर किया तनिष ने. माइका के पास स्पेशल प्रॉपर्टी क्या होगा? सुपर्ब. अच्छा, एवरीवन वाला चैट ऑन है तो एक आंसर करता है सबको दिख जाता है. ये गड़बड़ है. एक मिनट, आई लेट जस्ट चेंज दिस. हाँ, so now you would not know who's answering what. Yo Lalita madam, good morning. Okay, so yes Rishabh, that's the right answer. Okay guys, understand mica also is a good conductor of heat but a bad conductor of electricity. Good conductor of heat but a bad conductor of electricity. So here for you, I'll quickly note it down. Heat, good conductor. Electricity, bad conductor. Yes, Pooja ma'am, you need it right now. Very urgent. I will give it to you right away. On your screen, you will have the number now. Pooja ma'am needs my help, and that's what I'm doing. Absolutely fine, Pooja madam. The number is on your screen. Please check it out. Yes, superb. Sachit ने बहुत important information share किया जो मुझे भी नहीं पता था, and that is India is the largest producer of mica. क्या बात है Sachit? Thank you so much for updating us on that. Superb. So this is really interesting now that we have a lot of mica. So what is mica once again, or what is porcelain once again? It is a material which is a good conductor of heat but a bad conductor of electricity. Superb. Pareen has added a information here कि झारखंड में बनता है माइका. क्या बात है Pareen, thank you so much guys. Yes, somebody is by the name rename. Somebody is here by the name rename. भाई please rename कर लो यार अपने आप को. Okay, so can we use lead for fuse? सिद्धि, we do use lead for fuse. आगे आप देखोगे तो आपको पता चल जाएगा. अच्छा, पार्थ मेहता ने बताया है कि माइका को मेकअप में भी यूज करते हैं. अरे बाप रे, माइका is also used to do makeup. So now I know why these faces are so fragile. थोड़ा सा धक्का लग जाएगा तो ये मेकअप सारा उतर जाएगा बोलते हैं. Okay, so then what's the difference between mica and porcelain with reference to fuse? Is it cheap? Parth, like we just saw, mica is easily available in India. है ना, mica is very easily available in India. तो हो सकता है इसीलिए we must have shifted from porcelain to mica. है ना, because it has the same properties that porcelain has. Okay. Okay, cool. Parth, thank you so much for asking that question. Okay, chalo. So now let us move ahead. थोड़ा आगे बढ़ते हैं. अच्छा, mica is poisonous. Oh my God. Now see, this is where chemistry comes into picture. है ना? I'm not really sure. अच्छा, the plastic industry uses mica, that's for sure. Yes, plastic industry does use mica. They have an ingredient that's used there. That's correct. Okay, guys, now let's focus to what we have at hand over here. Let us focus on what we have at hand over here. है ना? So let's focus on the wire. अब fuse से तो current pass नहीं हो रहा. So current pass कैसे होगा? Current passes through a wire of lead and tin. Inside the fuse, there's a wire of lead and tin. So lead is a metal. Tin is also a metal. What's a combination of metal called as? On the chat box, reply. Reply on the chat box. What's a combination of? Superb. सबसे पहले तनिष ने आंसर किया. तनिष, you're really quick, beta. And then we have Siddhant. Oh my God, there are so many people answering. It's an alloy. Moksh and Arushi. It's an alloy, my dear friends. It's not a compound. It's an alloy. So a combination of two metals, my dear friends, is an alloy. So here we have an alloy of lead and tin that is used to make a wire. And this wire is made up of lead and tin because lead and tin melts. Lead and tin का जो combination है, जब उसमें से current पास होता है, अगर ज्यादा पास होगा तो melt हो जाएगा. So therefore, lead and tin has a low melting point. We say low melting point matlab no, it has a low melting point, Ronald. Okay. Jeet, can you hear me? Yo, Jeet, मेरी आवाज आ रही है आप तक? Mr. Jeet Mota. Mr. Jeet, can you hear me? Yes. Okay, so I'm not sure if Jeet is able to hear because he complained कि उससे मेरी आवाज नहीं आ रही. Jeet, log out, log in यार, मगर उसे ये भी तो सुनाई नहीं दे रहा. कोई बात नहीं, चलो आगे बढ़ते हैं. So okay, so what is the fuse made up of? Fuse outer body is made up of mica. The inner wire inside the fuse is made up of porcelain. The wire inside is made up of porcelain. The wire inside is made up of lead and tin. Why lead and tin? Because it has a low melting point. Now the current that comes to this fuse, my dear friends, comes from the main supply. हमारे घर पे जो करंट आता है वो आता है मेन सप्लाई से. हमारे बिल्डिंग में मेन सप्लाई कहाँ है? उस एरिया को, उस जगह को क्या बोलते हैं? Can anybody tell me on the chat box what is the main supply in our building called as? No, it is not the terrace. Terrace is the main supply for entertainment, bhai. Current ka main supply is meter room, guys. The meter room. The meter room is the main supply of your building. Right? So what does the meter room do? A meter room supplies electricity to each of our houses. So that's the main supply. That's correct.
सर उसको मीटर बॉक्स भी तो बोलते हैं ना
मिस्टर. हाँ, अरे बाप रे, तेजस बोरकर म्यूट करो बेटा प्लीज. हाँ मिस्टर शाह, यू सेड समथिंग, गो अहेड.
सर मीटर बॉक्स भी तो बोलते हैं ना कभी कभी.
यस, मीटर बॉक्स, मीटर रूम, वन एंड द सेम थिंग बेटा. मीटर बॉक्स, मीटर रूम, वन एंड द सेम थिंग. परफेक्टली करेक्ट. सो वहां से हमारे घर पे करंट आता है. सो दैट माय डियर फ्रेंड्स इज द मेन सप्लाई. But does the current from the meter room directly come to our house? The answer is no. The current never comes directly from the meter room to our house. It first goes to the fuse. So the first current goes to the fuse. अच्छा, so now let us understand this, my dear friends, कि ये connection कुछ इस तरह से होता है. This is how the connection is given. Now can you see the pink dot out there? Yeah, Pooja ma'am, I'll do, Dimple ma'am, I'll do that.
Yes.
Give us a minute. तो हमें
Yes, sir.
यहाँ पे guys don't reply on the mic, reply on the chat box. Okay, so here the pink dot, my dear friends, is the current, okay, which is created because of a potential difference of 220 volts. अब इसका मतलब क्या होता है बाद में देखेंगे ना यार, क्यों टेंशन लेता है. फिलहाल इतना फोकस करो कि ये देखो, ये जो करंट है पिंक डॉट is trying to come to my house. Now this is a regular normal current which is trying to pass through the fuse. उसने फ्यूज को पूछा फ्यूज में जाऊं, फ्यूज ने बोला हाँ जाओ, तो वो करंट हमारे घर में आ गया. हमारा टीवी, फ्रिज, एसी, वॉशिंग मशीन सब चालू हो गया. कैन यू सी इट्स वर्किंग नाउ, राइट? मगर कभी कभी शॉर्ट सर्किट हो जाता है. शॉर्ट सर्किट का मतलब बहुत ज्यादा करंट घर में आने की कोशिश करता है. नाउ कैन यू सी अ बिगर पिंक डॉट. Now bigger pink dot or bigger current, it does not come with a bigger light. No. But it has a greater potential difference. So because of this fluctuation in potential difference, if you know what potential difference is, if you don't know, don't worry. Just focus on what I'm trying to tell you. Is that extra current, more current is trying to come to my house, and उस current को fuse से pass होना पड़ेगा. Fuse ने गलती से उससे अंदर आने दिया तो क्या हो जाएगा? बहुत बड़ा प्रॉब्लम हो जाएगा भाई. हमारे घर का अप्लायंस खराब हो जाएगा. यस मिस्टर पार्थ मेहता, सुपर आंसर गाइस. सभी लोग आंसर कर रहे हैं, बहुत बढ़िया. तो हमारे घर का टीवी, फ्रिज, एसी, वॉशिंग मशीन खराब हो जाएगा, सब खराब हो जाएगा, चलेगा, टीवी खराब नहीं होना चाहिए भाई, कोई चांस नहीं है, टीवी खराब नहीं होना चाहिए। एक तो वैसे ही लॉकडाउन है, बाहर जाने को मिल नहीं रहा, घर में जितना भी एंटरटेनमेंट है वो है ना, अगर वो भी खराब हो गया तो गड़बड़ हो जाएगा, isn't it? So yes, the TV should not get damaged. Now, who will protect the TV from excess current? Quickly tell me, who will protect the TV from excess current? Super.
Insulator.
The fuse. The fuse will protect the TV from excess current. So now, what will the fuse do when excess current tries to come in your house? आपके घर का फ्यूज क्या करेगा, कैसे उसे रोकेगा, वो क्या ऐसा हो जाएगा फ्यूज में जिससे एक्स्ट्रा करंट घर में नहीं आएगा? The fuse wire will melt. Yes, absolutely correct answer. Superb, guys, everyone. Very nice. The fuse wire will melt. Absolutely right. My question, my very important question. Fuse को कैसे मालूम एक्स्ट्रा करंट आ रहा है? फ्यूज को कैसे मालूम एक्स्ट्रा करंट आ रहा है? बताओ बताओ. How does the fuse know more current is coming in the house? कौन बोला फ्यूज को ज्यादा करंट घर में आ रहा है? पार्थ बरोबर आंसर किए, मोक्स भी एकदम परफेक्ट आंसर किए. Guys, when more current comes into the house, no, Micah does not tell him. Micah नहीं बोलता, Micah नहीं बोल सकता बेचारा. So yes, let's try and understand. When more current is passing through a wire, the wire gets heated more. ज्यादा करंट तो ज्यादा हीट, remember that, right? ज्यादा करंट तो ज्यादा हीट, and therefore this wire will now melt. अच्छा, अभी वायर मेल्ट हो गया तो हमें क्या बोलना चाहिए? फ्यूज वायर इज मेल्टेड. बट पता नहीं फॉर सम रीजन इन इंडिया वी से फ्यूज उड़ गया. ओके माय डियर फ्रेंड्स, सो फ्यूज उड़ता नहीं है. आई रिपीट, फ्यूज उड़ता नहीं है. ओनली दैट द फ्यूज वायर मेल्ट्स. आई रिपीट, ओनली दैट द फ्यूज वायर मेल्ट्स. राइट, सो दैट्स रियली what happens out here. The fuse wire melts. Okay, so this is really how the entire circuit flow follows, right? Okay, so how much potential difference does a fan require? Beta, everything in our house works at a potential difference of 220 volts. हमारे घर पे जो कुछ भी है सब कुछ 220 वोल्ट से लेके 250 वोल्ट के बीच में काम करता है. मिस्टर परीन शाह, is that clear बेटा? Okay, so has everybody understood fuse उड़ गया तो क्या हो गया? अब very important question. Very important question. अच्छा, before we go to that, क्या आपको फ्यूज उड़ गया या फ्यूज कैसे काम करता है समझ में आया? अगर समझ में आया तो say yo on the chat box. Quickly reply on the chat box. Say yo. If you understood how does the fuse work, oh my God, so many yo's. I'll do bhangra over here now. Huh? Superb. Okay, so we have yo-yo also over here. क्या बात है, हमारे पास yo-yo भी है. ठीक है. So now my dear friends, a very important question. Let us see इसका आंसर कौन दे सकता है कि मेरे घर का फ्यूज रात के 2 बजे उड़ गया. 2 o'clock in the night मेरे घर का फ्यूज उड़ गया. Is it a good thing or a bad thing? रात के 2 बजे मेरे घर का फ्यूज उड़ गया. Good thing or a bad thing? ये देखो ये सचित बोलता है गुड थिंग, मेरे घर का फ्यूज है ना, बोलता है अच्छी चीज है सर, आपके घर का फ्यूज उड़ जाने दो. सिद्ध शाह इज आल्सो सेइंग द सेम थिंग. गाइस, मोस्ट ऑफ यू आर सेइंग इट्स अ बैड थिंग, फाइन, बट देयर आर अ फ्यू ऑफ देम दैट आर सेइंग सर आपके घर का फ्यूज है ना, उड़ गया, अच्छी बात है. ओके, सो द करेक्ट आंसर माय डियर फ्रेंड्स इज इट्स अ गुड थिंग. इट्स अ वेरी गुड थिंग. अगर फ्यूज उड़ जाए तो बहुत अच्छी बात होती है. अरे ऐसे कैसे? क्योंकि अगर फ्यूज उड़ जाएगा तो एक्स्ट्रा करंट घर में नहीं आएगा. अगर फ्यूज उड़ जाएगा तो एक्स्ट्रा करंट घर में नहीं आएगा. Are we understanding this? Yes, Dimple ma'am noted. Thank you so much for reminding. So the extra current will not come to our house. तो अब मैं क्यों बोल रहा हूं कि फ्यूज उड़ जाएगा तो अच्छी बात है या नहीं, और इसका सोल्यूशन क्या है? फ्यूज उड़ गया तो अच्छी बात है, तो फ्यूज का सोल्यूशन क्या है? What is an alternative to a fuse? Is what you have to find out and tell me after this break. So what we need to do, everybody please listen very carefully, log out and log back in with an answer कि फ्यूज के बदले हम क्या यूज करते हैं आजकल? जो फ्यूज से बेटर है मगर फ्यूज का ही काम करता है. Guys, log out, log in. Mr. Parth, come back and answer this question. Mr. Parth and everybody else, please come back quickly and then answer this question. It is not solar energy, Mr. Tejas. No, solar energy is not the right answer. Log out, log in using the same credentials, come back, and then we'll continue this further. Okay, superb, guys. So let's quickly log out and come back. Log out and come back, everyone. So here we have some people getting a shock. Fine. I want to. Guys, is it audible, visible?
Yes, sir. It is already.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Look carefully what's happening now. Huh? Very important. Look carefully what's happening.
मेटल का डंडा लेके सबको हिला रहा है.
अजी सुनिए अजी
Now, this is good to have fun or to laugh. This is good to have fun or to laugh, but this is certainly 100% not possible. No, मतलब शॉक लगेगा, एक इंसान से दूसरे इंसान को लगेगा, दूसरे से तीसरे को भी लग सकता है, ना नहीं है, मगर अगर इतने देर तक शॉक लगता रहा, so for certainly this is a very high voltage shock. People will die, they'll smoke, guys. It's a very, very, very dangerous thing. This can only be shown in a Hindi movie. I am a fan of Hindi movies though, but this is way back, at least 10 to 15 years ago that this was shot. Fine, ऐसे शॉक नहीं लगता यार, मतलब लगता है मगर इतनी देर तक इतने लोगों को एक साथ शॉक नहीं लग सकता, नहीं तो खत्म हो जाएंगे सारे के सारे. So yes, if somebody is in a shock, don't do that. Never ever do that. Acha, somebody in this video, if you saw, was actually using a stick. Yeah, where he is using a stick, no? Then why is he getting a shock?
He is using steel.
Sir, because metal is a good kind.
Because of the metal.
मेटल का रॉड यूज कर रहा है, which is not a good idea. अगर बैम्बू होता तो शॉक नहीं लग रहा.
It would get removed.
नहीं
Yeah.
नहीं, तो उसे शॉक नहीं लगता, तो उसे शॉक नहीं लगता, बाकी लोग को लगता रहता. Get this thing very clear. अच्छा, one interesting question. I have a pen in my hand. Okay. Now this pen, suppose, is made up of wood. So if I'm holding the pen here, and now if I put my hand in the live wire का socket, will I get a shock?
No.
मेरे हाथ में लकड़ा है, मुझे शॉक लगेगा कि नहीं?
Yes.
No.
अरे भाई शॉक लगेगा, शॉक लगेगा.
Yes, sir.
लगेगा सर.
Everybody please understand, very important, understand this. A lot of us have a problem. We feel कि अगर if I'm touching a piece of wood, I will not get a shock. Absolutely wrong. Even if you're touching a piece of wood, you will get a shock. Unless of course उस लाइव वायर को या उस लाइव सॉकेट को अगर मैंने उस वुडन ऑब्जेक्ट से टच किया तो शॉक नहीं लगेगा. If I touch by a wooden object, then I'll not get a shock. But if I'm touching it directly by holding a wooden object in my hand, then I'll get a shock, my dear friends. Are we getting it? Right? So please don't misunderstand. अगर ऐसा होता कि लकड़े को हाथ लगाने से आपको शॉक नहीं लगेगा तो रबर स्लीपर पहनने का भी क्या जरूरत है? एक लकड़े का टुकड़ा लो, तावीज बनाओ, गले में बांध दो, दुनिया जिंदगी भर के लिए शॉक नहीं लगेगा. हाँ, मतलब बच्चा पैदा होता है, सबसे पहले उसको लकड़े का तावीज पहना दो, खत्म, शॉक प्रूफ हो गया बच्चा. लकड़ा हाथ में रखने से शॉक नहीं लगेगा, ऐसा मिसअंडरस्टैंडिंग है गाइस. प्लीज अंडरस्टैंड. Never ever hold a wood in your hand and assume that you'll not get a shock. I explained a couple of minutes back. I want you to look at this image again. I explained to you a couple of minutes back. Yes, can you see this? Fine, थोड़ा सा clear कर देते से. So here, I have my imaginary man standing. He is holding or he is touching the iron. Now he is getting a shock. Why? Because the current is passing through his body into the ground. The only way of protecting ourselves, is to wear rubber slippers, is not to touch the piece of metal by which the current is coming in. इस हाथ में लकड़ा अगर है तो कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ने वाला. If you're standing on a wooden table, then you'll not get a shock. Is that clear? So the contact has to be broken. Contact with what has to be broken? Contact with the live and the ground. दोनों में से कौन सा ब्रेक करना चाहिए? लाइव ब्रेक करना चाहिए कि ग्राउंड ब्रेक करना चाहिए? Which contact should be broken? Live or ground?
Ground.
Anyone?
Ground.
Anyone. You have to break the contact with anyone. The current, you're getting a shock because live is connected to ground. So if you disconnect the live or if you disconnect the ground, shock नहीं लगेगा. समझ आया? तो अभी हवा में तो उड़ नहीं सकते. अच्छा, जीत ने क्वेश्चन पूछा है कैसे. So let us understand Jeet over here. Once again, I'll explain this to you. This is Mr. Jeet. Mr. Jeet Mota. This is Mr. Jeet. Yo Jeet. Now बेटा आपने इसे टच किया है. This is live. Okay. And this is ground Jeet. Now what happens is current flows from the live wire to the ground. ऐसे. ठीक है, इसीलिए शॉक लगता है. इसीलिए जीत का हेयर स्टाइल चेंज हो जाता है. इसीलिए जीत को डर लगता है. ठीक है जीत, अब ये नहीं होना चाहिए ऐसा. दिस शुड नॉट हैपन. सो कैसे हम जीत के डर को भगाएं? हाउ शुड वी चेंज जीट्स expression? Simple. Put him on a wooden table or cut the connection or do both. या तो लाइव को डिस्कनेक्ट कर दो या तो ग्राउंड को डिस्कनेक्ट कर दो. बट जीत के हाथ में लकड़ा देके मैं ये मत बोलना कि जीत को शॉक नहीं लगेगा. A piece of wood will not help. A bat in the hand will not help. A wooden bat in the hand will not help. Is that clear? एग्जैक्टली विराट. अगर आपने अरे भाई साहब जीत अभी क्या हो गया? जीत अनम्यूट करो प्लीज. अनम्यूट योरसेल्फ. जीत का एक क्वेश्चन है वाई. सब पूछता रहता वाई. जीत कैन यू अनम्यूट? अच्छा चलो जीत अनम्यूट नहीं कर रहा है. जिया कैन यू अनम्यूट? जिया, मिस जिया मकवाना.
Yes.
Okay, Jia, you were trying to ask a question. Can you repeat that question for all of us over here?
Sir, sometimes the 2-pin socket is connected to the 3-pin plug and then to the socket. Why so?
नहीं समझा मेरे को. So here I have a 3-pin plug. ठीक है? हाँ
So
बोलो.
first
क्या करूँ मैं?
So sometimes the 2-pin plug is connected to the 3-pin plug and then to the socket. Why so?
अरे बाप रे. मतलब is that are we talking about an extension?
Yes, sir.
हाँ तो extension तो you want extra wire ना, additional wire, इसीलिए आपने वैसा किया ना.
And sir, some chargers have that fast charging and some do not have. What is the difference?
Fast charging. Now let's understand. The amount of energy consumed at a time is very high. For a fast charging, understand charging actually means what? Guys, not in our plan today, but I'll just quickly explain charging exactly करता क्या है. It uses a potential difference. To separate the ions from each other. Now, if the potential difference is higher, will the ions separate faster?
Slower.
If the potential difference is higher, अगर difference of electric level ज़्यादा है, तो ions फटाफट separate हो जाएंगे. So basically, a fast charging adapter a fast charging adapter will basically create a greater potential difference. Now, because it creates a greater potential difference, because it performs more amount of work in lesser amount of time, we say jitna watts zyada. We have a 65 watt charger in the market now. I don't know if you know, 65 watt charger. Earlier we used to have a 5 watt charger. 13 times more faster the work is done. Work is done 13 times faster. That means this is a fast charger and this is a slow charger. So कैसे पता चलेगा कोई चार्जर फास्ट है या स्लो है? चार्जर के ऊपर वोल्ट्स लिखा होगा या वॉटेज लिखा होगा? I repeat, there must be wattage, WATTAGE. Wattage written on the charger. W लिखा होगा, W, something, some W. The greater this value, the better the charger it is. Fine. So a fast charger will have more wattage, but not necessary every phone will support high wattage. Therefore, we should not exchange the chargers. Therefore, a fast charger has to be used only with the device that comes with it. Is that clear? So next time, if you want to identify a charger is fast or no, what do you check? You check the watts. That means it is able to perform more work in a shorter amount of time. Yo, is that clear? So everybody who's here with me and understanding everything and really finding this very informative, simply type a yo on the chat box. If you find whatever I'm saying right now very informative, type a yo on the chat box. Super Aaron, super yo. क्या बात है? Super. अरे yo into 1000 क्या बात है? जिया जितना आप शिद्दत से, मतलब जितना आप पेशेंस से स्क्रीन को देख रहे हो ना, मुझे बहुत बार ऐसा लग रहा है कि आपने फोटो रखा हुआ है. Thank you so much for being so attentive, Jia. Thank you so much for paying attention here. Okay, guys. So I guess everybody is understanding whatever I have spoken so far. एक और concept.
Yes, sir.
In some houses, people have wooden flooring, so they will get a shock or no. Okay, उर्वी गुप्ता ने बहुत interesting question पूछा है कि अगर wooden flooring होगा तो shock लगेगा या नहीं लगेगा?
Yes.
Very high percentage chance कि shock नहीं लगेगा उर्वी. There's a very high percentage chance कि shock नहीं लगेगा अगर wooden flooring है घर में तो. मगर बहुत सारा wooden flooring सिर्फ show का होता है. So they have a very thin layer of wood, fine, followed by concrete. So in that case shock लग सकता है.
सर अगर हम लोग शॉक लगता है तो हम जो जिस ऑब्जेक्ट से शॉक लगता है उस ऑब्जेक्ट से हम लोग हाथ हटाना चाहते हैं पर हाथ क्यों नहीं हटा सकते हैं?
गुड क्वेश्चन. नाउ लेट मी शो दिस टू यू. मैंने आपको एक ही वीडियो बताया था. वन मोर वीडियो टू शेयर विथ यू ऑल. चेक दिस आउट. सो दिस इज अ सीन फ्रॉम द मूवी जुरासिक पार्क.
Coming up to get you. Gotta get Tim.
Okay.
Is this visible, audible?
Yes, sir.
Superb. ये क्या गड़बड़ है? पहले वाले सीन में, हंगामा वाले मूवी के सीन में सबको शॉक लग रहा था कंटिन्यूअसली, और यहाँ पे इसे शॉक लगा तो ये गिर गया. ऐसा क्यों? Let us understand this. Yes, so there's something called as AC current, alternating current, and something called as DC current, direct current. I repeat, alternating current. Fine, this is not in your syllabus too much, so I'll not get into the details of it. I'll simply tell you one thing. Alternating current keeps changing the direction. Direction keeps changing regularly, continuously. So this throws away. Whom does it throw away? Anybody who's trying to get that current will push him away, right? This here you get stuck because the direction is not changing. The direction is constant. Direction is not changing, so here you get stuck. अब हमारे घर में जो करंट है वो alternating है. Majority appliances in our house work on alternating current. Therefore, when we get a shock in our house, we usually get pushed away. Our hand comes back. Now, when our hand comes back, a lot of us think, अरे बच गया, मैंने हाथ खींच लिया, नहीं तो गया था आज मैं. आपने हाथ खींचा नहीं भाई साहब, आपको धक्का मारा गया है. Alternating current will push you away, whereas direct current will get you stuck there. Right? Direct current direction is not changing, it's constant. So it does not want the conducting material to go away. It wants to continue that flow of charge. Easily we get stuck. Whereas alternating current में it throws away, it pushes away. So Jurassic Park movie में जो shock बताया था उसे alternating current का shock लगा, और हंगामा में जो movie का shock बताया था उन्हें direct current का shock लगा. That is the difference. Is that clear with everybody? Direct current, alternating current, is that understood all of us? Acha, which is more dangerous? Alternating current. Super dangerous. It will damage the entire body within seconds. So it's very, very dangerous. Acha, all the batteries, they have direct current. All the batteries mostly have direct current. आप में से कितने लोगों ने वो बड़ा वाला बैटरी टंग को टच किया है? How many of you have ever touched a big battery to your tongue?
सर मैंने.
है ना?
Sir, I did.
क्यों खाना नहीं मिल रहा था जो बैटरी खाने का ट्राई कर रहे थे?
नहीं सर, ऐसे चेक कर रहे थे कि अपना बॉडी में इलेक्ट्रिसिटी.
Working or not.
Yes. अच्छा, वो check whether it is working or not. मैडम कभी चेक मत करना टीवी काम कर रहा है कि नहीं, खा के देखोगे क्या आप? हाँ? Okay. So all of us, most of us have done that out of curiosity. Fine. जिसने ट्राई नहीं किया मत करना, मजा नहीं है. Fine. You only feel a शॉक जैसा फील होता है. Fine, मत करना. But वो actually direct current था. Fine. और बहुत कम क्वांटिटी था, so we did not really damage ourselves too much. But never ever put a wire in your mouth for any reason. For any reason ever, do not put a wire in your mouth. Fine, it's a very dangerous thing to do. If you're really very, very hungry, fine, you can try and steal the food from your neighbor's house. Don't try eating a wire, especially when it is connected to something. Okay, so I hope direct current, alternating current is understood to all of us. अच्छा, alternating current का examples. बेटा हर appliance, every appliance in our house is connected to alternating current. Alternating current is there in overhead wires. ओवरहेड वायर्स देखे आपने? वो जो बड़े एकदम बड़े बड़े टावर्स होते हैं ना, दोस बिग बिग टावर्स.
मोबाइल टावर्स?
नहीं. One minute. I'll try and draw that. Maybe you'll be able to understand. गांव जाओगे ना कभी, गांव
जाते वक्त रास्ते में जो आते हैं वो.
Correct. These are transmission lines.
Electric pole.
Can you see that image on the screen? These are transmission lines. They have alternating current in them. Fine. Why do we use alternating current? Alternating current is used to pass on energy or electricity to long distance. Long distance electricity pass करने के लिए alternating current में convert किया जाता है, क्योंकि alternating current does not get wasted or utilized too much while it is being traveled. All right.
So I actually have a question.
Yes, go
right
ahead.
now you said that AC currents are more dangerous than DC currents.
Yes.
And many of the times when we see these transmission lines, many birds are sitting on it and they don't get affected. So
Superb question.
What's the reason for
Yes,
that?
superb question. Thank you so much for asking that question there. अरे भाई पीछे किसी के गाना बज रहा है, हमें क्यों सुना रहे हो? म्यूट करो. ठीक है, I have no other option but to do this. I have no other option but to mute you. Fine. ठीक है, चलो now let's come to this question. Very interesting question जो मैम ने पूछा यहाँ पर. So here we have somebody hanging to this wire. Fine. I don't know why. This guy is so adventurous, but he's hanging on to this wire. The question is, will he get a shock? Okay, my answer, my dear friends, is no. Will he get a shock? My answer is no. Now, why do I say no? Because for you to get a shock, you have to get connected to both the things, live and ground or neutral. You have to get connected to live and ground or neutral. So in दोनों से अगर आप connected हो, if you are connected to both of them, only then you'll get a shock. Fine. I have a very interesting video. Let's see if I'm able to play that. Okay. A very interesting video. Let's see if I'm able to play that. One minute, guys. अच्छा guys, by the time I play that video, I wanted to watch another video. तब तक मैं चाहता हूँ कि आप एक दूसरा वीडियो देखो. तो I'll go to that one for now. इस वीडियो के बारे में मैं ज्यादा नहीं बात करूंगा. इस वीडियो के बारे में आप लोग बात करोगे. Are you able to see the video? Okay, superb. Thank you, Yashita, for confirming. श्रेया लॉग आउट लॉग इन. श्रेया लॉग आउट लॉग इन. बाकी लोग को दिख रहा है बेटा.
I'm not gonna die in here.
Okay. Okay, so what has she done just now? She's taken a wire, okay? She's taken a wire. Now she's going to connect this wire to a circuit, to electrical circuit. Let's see this. Reply in the chat box. Is it visible? Is it understood? यहाँ तक दिख रहा है, सुनाई दे रहा है? Okay, so this is about a girl. Ronak, log out, log in, बेटा. Ronak and Parin, please log out, log in. हाँ, थोड़ा सा lag होगा Parin, थोड़ा सा lag होगा, not a problem. Just hold on, just be there. You will be able to see it. Yes, Parth, थोड़ा सा lag होगा. There's a video I'm trying to transmit to 70 odd people at a time. थोड़ा सा video lag होगा. Okay, मैंने अभी pause किया है. Now what is this about? This is about a girl who's stuck inside a freezer. एक freezer के अंदर ये लड़की फंस गई है. Actually villain ने उसे अंदर lock कर दिया है. And she's trying to come out. Let us see what she does. Which electrical ideas does she use to come out? Is what we're trying to understand. Okay. Okay. I hope it's audible and visible now again. I've started the video. She's connecting the wire to a source of energy. Audible, visible? Okay, super. Super. Just look at the video. Stop replying on the chat box. Very carefully see what happened now. Oh my God! What she did? What has she made? Can anyone tell me? What has she made? Can anyone tell me? What did she make? Superb. Yes, that's called electromagnet. That's called an electromagnet. Yes, that's correct. That's called an electromagnet. Let's see. Continues. आगे देखते हैं क्या करती है. He's the villain here. Professor of chemistry, something, scientist. Okay. Do you see Bahar? The latch is made up of metal. Aditya, why? Okay, the latch outside is a metal. Okay, let's play this. Yeah. Okay, so this is basically the use of electricity. This is the use of electricity. Yes, so this is an electromagnet ka making. This is a movie called Hollow Man. It's a movie called Hollow Man. Yeah. Okay, so I hope everybody has understood everything that we've discussed so far. Fine, there are a lot of questions that I've got. Fine, I will not be able to answer all of those questions. We need to end this discussion for now. Fine, for now we need to end this discussion. So I will not take any further questions for now. I hope I answered that question about the bird sitting on the wire. Transmission lines wala question मैंने answer कर दिया है. Pareen, we will have this question in the next class. Is that okay with you, beta? Yes, Dimple ma'am. Thank you so much for reminding. अच्छा जीत साहेब पाछो मोकलाई दो पाछो आंसर फटाफट मोकलाई दो पाछो. Okay, all of y'all who've enjoyed whatever we discussed today, if it was very informative for you, quickly say yo on the chat box. Super. Okay, now listen to this very carefully. I'm going to send a link across to you. आज हमने जो भी डिस्कस किया उसके बेसिस पे I'm going to make a questionnaire. Fine, and let's see how many of you all can answer how many questions. Let us see how many of you all can answer how many questions. You will get your answer sheet there and there itself. So I will send you a link by today evening. I wanted to attempt that question paper. MCQ type paper, 1 question 4 options. कौन बनेगा करोड़पति without helpline? ठीक है, तो आपको वो लिंक व्हाट्सएप पे आ जाएगा. अगर नहीं आया है आज का मैसेज आपको व्हाट्सएप पे, then Dimple ma'am, can you quickly give your number over here? Dimple ma'am, can you please share your contact number over here so that they can WhatsApp you? अगर किसी को आज के मीटिंग का लिंक नहीं आया था तो इस नंबर पे व्हाट्सएप कीजिए. We will get in touch with you and we'll send you the link for the questionnaire. Ma'am, to send it to everybody, please. I'll open the chat. I'm sorry. I'll open the chat to everyone. In fact, Dimple ma'am, I've made you the host now. Dimple ma'am, you're the host now. So you can talk to the kids.
Afternoon, everyone. Kids who have not received the messages or the links for today's session, I've already dropped the WhatsApp number on the chat box. Please send a message. I'll get back to you all.
Thank you so much, Dimple ma'am. Okay, guys, we are done for today. Thank you so much. I hope you all had a great time. Do answer the questionnaire, okay? Do send your answers on the questionnaire. I'll be happy to see your answers. Bye-bye, guys. We can end this here. You can leave the session for now. Thank you so much. You can reply your feedback on the chat box. You can send your feedback on the chat box right now. Thank you so much, Nihar, Pratham, Vrishti. Bye-bye. Take care. Have a good day. Thank you, Aman. Thank you, Virat. Bye, Smith. Bye, Nikunj. Bye, Parth. Bye, Sana. Bye, Fatima. Bye, Sarah. Bye, Abhiha. Bye, everybody. Bye, Rishabh. Bye, Ronak. Bye, Shlok. Bye-bye, guys, everyone. Thank you, Vrishti. Thank you so much. Thank you, Manthan. Thank you, Sneha. Bye, beta. Bye, Jeet. Bye, Dia. Bye-bye, Siddharth. Thank you so much for that feedback. Jeet Mota Sahib. Thank you so much. Thank you, Pareen. Thank you, Yashita. You were very devotedly listening to the entire session with your camera on. Yashita, very nice. Thank you so much, beta, for doing that. It really helps. Bye, Smith. Bye, Sachit. Thank you, Namaswi. Thank you, Bhavya. Bye-bye, Ria. Thank you so much for the feedback. Bye, Kashti. अच्छा તારી બેન મોકલે છે મને લાગ્યું તે ટાઈપ કર્યો હશે મોટા સાહેબ થેન્ક યુ સો મચ પરીન બાય રોનક મિસ્ટર જૈન બાય રોનક જૈન સાહેબ ઓકે બાય ખુશાગ્ર अच्छा તારો આન્સર તારી બેન મોકલશે કેમ તું મોકલ ને જીત યુ ટાઈપ એન્ડ સેન્ડ अभी हाँ हसन बाय बेटा ओके बाय एवरीबॉडी विल एंड दिस हियर थैंक यू सो मच बाय 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 अमान ओहो क्या बात है रौनक सो नाइस ऑफ यू फॉर रिप्लाइंग बाय स्मिथ थैंक यू स्मिथ बेटा थैंक यू अभी हाँ चलो बाय गाइस चलो फाइनली we'll end this here bye bye take care have a good day today be careful be safe don't forget the slippers guys don't forget the slippers for your parents